Hello, General Math students. Today we are going to continue our proportion unit with percentages, and today we are going to talk about markups and discounts. So please get your notebooks out and be ready to take some notes. This is what I would like you to put into your notes. So pause the video if you need to catch up. Otherwise, here we go. We're going to talk about discounts and markups. Discounts is something that is taken off. So we are going to subtract that from the original price. So we're going to have the original price minus the discount, and that is going to give us our answer in most cases. A markup is something that gets marked up so that they make more money, and this we are going that there it is added to the original price. So what that's called then is the selling price. That's what we're going to call it, the selling price of the item, whether it is discounted and made less or whether there's a markup and made more. That's going to be called our selling price. So again, pause the video if you need to, but I want this into your notes. So let's start with our first problem. And again, we're going to start out with our percent proportion like we have for a while. This is going to be up here is going to be either be the discount or the markup. Again, the percent over 100, and the original price is still going to be on the bottom. So here we go. EB Games purchased Wii memory cards for $40 each. That's what they bought it for. Then they sell the memory cards for 25% over the price they paid for them. So that is the markup that we are going to talk about. They need to make money, so they bought them for $40. That's the original, and they're going to mark them up 25% in order to make a profit. So we're going to do our math. 100, and I'm just going to divide by 4 to give me 25. 40 divided by 4 then gives me 10. So they marked it up $10, which is 25%. So that's the question. What is the markup or retail price of each Wii memory card at EB Games? So the retail price, now we have to add it on. $40 is what they bought it for. They added $10 or 25%, so they're going to be selling it for $50. That is the retail price or the selling price of our EB that EB did for the Wii memory cards. That's our selling price. Let's do another one. Again, starting out with our percent proportion. A video game is discounted by 60%. So that 60% is going to go up there. Discount means that we're going to subtract it. But first we need to know how much. The original price of the video game was $30. So I'm going to put the 30 down there. Okay, so we talked about this before. I'm going to talk about it again. I'm going to make it really easy. I'm going to move my decimal point back, and I'm going to multiply 100 times that decimal. If you do 100 times 0.60 or just 0.6, you're going to get 60, which means that's what we're going to do over here, 30 times 6/10. So into the calculator, I'm going to do 30 times 6/10. I get 18. So that's how much they're going to discount it. So now I need to do $30 minus the 18, and that's going to give me my selling price of $12. Selling price or sale price. Whoops, ICE. There is, what is the selling price? It is $12. Let's do example 3. Again, starting out with our same proportion. Tickets to a Timberwolves game used to cost $25 each. That's my original. After being marked up 15%, so 15% is how much it's going up, that's how much I need to know. So I can do it one of two ways. Again, I can multiply this by the decimal, 12.15, 15 hundredths, or this way, 100 divided by 4 gives me 25. No matter which way I do it, I should come out with the same answer. 15 divided by 4 gives me 375. 25 times 0.15 should give me the same price of 375. Now, this is a markup, so I'm starting with the original price of the Timberwolves tickets. I'm going to add the 375. So how much will each seat cost next season? Each seat will cost $28.75. And there's my answer. Here's example 4. Again, starting out with our percent proportion. The movie theater was offering a 10% discount off their seats, 10% off. So I know it's going to be something minus. They're $14 tickets. $14 is the original price for the first 100 people standing in line to see the new Amazing Spider-Man film. So let's figure this out. And again, I can either multiply it by 0.10, or I can divide it by 10. 100 divided by 10 gives me 10. So we'll do the easy way. Divide by 10. 14 divided by 10 gives me $1.40. So now I know how much they're taking off. So we're going to take the $14 ticket minus the $1.40 for the first 100 people. And after you do the subtraction, you know the tickets for the first 100 people are going to be $12.60. So first I have to do the proportion problem, and then I have to add or subtract, depending upon if it's a discount or a markup, in order to find my final answer or my selling price. These are the kind of questions that you're going to see, so on your homework. They're going to be short ones like this and some longer word problems. So let's go ahead, and it says read the discount and markup for each, then find the selling price. So on your homework, even though this says number 1, this will be number 1 and the selling price will be number 2. Okay, so that's how it's going to be. So let's start with our percent proportion. The jeans are normally $58. That's going to be our original price, and they are 15% off. So the first thing we want to find is our discount. So again, I'm going to do this. 2, multiply by 0.15, multiply by 0.15. So 58 times 0.15 or 15 hundredths is $8.70. So the discount is going to be $8.70. And this one is nice because it comes out to the right decimal, but you are going to have to round to the nearest cent when necessary. But this one came out okay. But we're not done. We got our discount. Now we need the selling price. So we're going to do 58. And because it's a discount, we're going to subtract 8.70. So 58 minus 8.70. And we're going to get $49.30. That is our selling price. $49.30. Okay, so we'll make a line here so we don't confuse the two problems. Let's do it again. Start out with our percent proportion. Our percent is 20% off. Our tablet is selling for $492. So we're going to do the math, and I'm going to multiply it by 0.20 because, again, moved it over twice. So multiply by 0.20. So $492 times our 20%, 0.20. I get $98.04, but we're going to make it into dollars and cents. So our discount is $98.40. Now, because it's a discount, we need to subtract. So 492 minus that 98.40 will give us our selling price. 492 minus 98.40. Our selling price is $393.60. And again, on the calculator, it said 393 and 6/10, but you guys need to know that money is two places, so I need that extra zero. Okay, let's try markups. Same thing, only we're going to add, and I'm going to immediately give ourselves, there we go. Okay, so let's try the wedding dress. Start out with our percent proportion. The wedding dress is $625. That goes down here for our original price. 3% markup. Now, this one's tricky because here's our decimal point. We're going to move it over twice. So we're actually going to multiply by 0.03. 100 times 0.03 gives us 3. So we're going to do the same thing. 625 times 0.03 or 3/100. So when we put that into the calculator, we get 1875. That's going to be our markup. And think about 3% is not very much. $18.75 is not very much for 625. But we're not done. Now we have to get the selling price. 325 plus that 1875. We add that together, and our selling price is $643.75. Okay, let's try our sofa. Here we're going to have a bigger number. So we'll start out with our percent proportion. The sofa is $1,490.95, and you are not rounding to the nearest whole number right now. We're going to use that, and it's a 40% markup. So we're going to go back to, we're going to take 100 times 0.40. So we're going to do the same thing with $1,490.95. So $1,490.95 times our 0.40. Our markup, and a good thing it came out to a whole cents, $596.38. So it's a markup, so we're going to add it. So the $1,490.95 plus the $596.38. We're going to use all of that, and we're going to add it together. And our selling price for our couch, our sofa, is $2,087.33. So let's quick talk about if we are rounding. If I got $4.3241, I only need this much. So I have to look at this number. That 4 is not going to change it. So this is $4.32. Sometimes it might be $4.32, but then it's an 8 and a 1. And again, this is what we're going to want to use, but we're going to look at this. This is actually, the 8 is going to make it go up, so then it would be $4.33. So you got to be careful about your rounding. The last example would be this one, $4.99, and it would keep going 998. So again, this is the amount that we want to use. That 9 is going to make it go up 1. Well, if you add a penny to $4.99, you get $5. So be careful with your rounding. Your homework is the 5.10 exercises in Go Formative right after this video, and it's 1 through 22. We're going to be doing some of this in class, but please feel free to message me if you have any questions. Have a great day.